Evening all, it's Louise here with another episode of Straighten Your Crown Tarot. It's the 15th of November, Saturday, and it's about 2 p.m. here. Well, when I'm doing this reading, it's about 2 p.m. But you'll be seeing this later on around 8 o'clock. Whether I'm still awake by then, but remains to be seen. I don't know. There's a lot of shenanigans going on within the Labour Party. Lots of talk about some leadership coup coming, and Keir Starmer apparently has just referred himself to the ethics committee because he's finally admitted that he did know about the appointment of this person that Lisa Nandy got into trouble for. Apparently he did know about it, and yes, he did approve it. This Labour Party donor that was given a very important and well-paid job for his donation, no doubt. Anyway, so I want to have a little look at the tarot and see if we've got a leadership change up and coming. Apparently the favourite to take over the reins is Shabana Mahmood, although apparently West Streeting's making a bid for it, Angela Rayner's making a bid for it, and all the other usuals. I did ask about Bridget Phillipson, and all I got from that ask was Auf Wiedersehen Pet, so I don't think she's going to remain in cabinet for very long. But Shabana Mahmood apparently is the front runner. As we've got this budget coming up as well very shortly, it feels like we're on a bit of a knife edge. It's almost like what's going to collapse first, the economy or the Labour Party? My guess is the Labour Party is already imploded, but we're not going to see that yet. Anyway, I just want to have a look because I'm putting that out there before the cards come out, and then whatever the cards say, the cards say. Right, different oracle deck. I don't think I've done these for a long time, and most of my subscribers won't have seen these cards. The oracle cards are the Oracle of Mystical Moments by Katrin Weltstein, matched by the Tarot of Mystical Moments, also by Katrin Weltstein. So I don't know what I'm going to do first. Am I doing the oracle first? No, I'm not. I'm doing the tarot first. Now, I'm not sure how to tackle this reading. I don't know how to lay this out. Part of me wants to do it as like different characters, like cards for different characters, who's more likely to do that. And then another part of me wants to know what's going to collapse first, the Labour Party or the economy. Or maybe the question should be, has the Labour Party already collapsed? You see, the thing is, when I sort of go into my intuition through meditation, it's feeling very scatty and all over the place. And so I'm finding it difficult to pin this one down to an actual question. It almost feels like there's so much going on that it's really a race to what collapses first. And it doesn't even seem to be limited to the economy and the Labour Party. It seems to be more than one implosion going off all at the same time. It's like this. It's not even a domino effect where like one domino goes and then they all sort of go down in succession. It's like the whole system, if you like, is just collapsing in one big fail swoop, if you know what I mean. So let's have a look. I might just go with this reading as this is about what's happening in the economy and politics in the UK right now. Give us some. Can you give us some insight into what's going on? This Shabana Mahmood thing is there's something about it. I don't know what, but there's something definitely about it. These cards we got last time I did a reading over David Lammy. Right. Right. I'm just going to stay with these 5 for now. Am I doing 5 or am I doing... That goes there. So we're having 4 for the top line. And I'll just put that one to one side for now. Right. So as a general read into what's going on right now, we've got this Knight of Wands. And as a person, the Knight of Wands is someone who would pull the wool over your eyes. It would be a catfish. It would be a player. It would be a liar, if you like. A person or an entity or a company or a party, if you like, that is willing to really tell porcupines to get where they want to be. But then we've got this issue with Starmer, who's now referred himself to the Standards Committee over this appointment. And I can't remember this guy's name. And I can't remember the whole story other than he was a huge Labour Party donor and in something to do with football. But because I don't remember it, it's almost like that story isn't the most important story. But then I'm leaning towards Rachel Reeves with this player card. A player, a liar. Oh yeah, didn't she lie about her qualifications? Did you see there's that much stuff that's happened? They've done that much stuff, the Labour Party, in a very short period of time that they've been in power. I mean, these things have been coming at us thick and fast since July last year. It's almost as if half of the stuff that's happened that would have been sackable for most people, it's just come that quick and fast that we've forgotten it. But this one does feel like Rachel Reeves trying to jump through hoops of fire. It feels like she's I don't think she's going to be Chancellor for very long, I'll be honest. Because I think this circle of fire, baptism of fire. Why am I hearing baptism of fire then? I think she's going to be exposed. I think she's already been exposed, but in a very minor way. A very minor way. I mean, there's been another controversies surrounding Rachel Reeves over her letting out her house and not paying this fee, getting away with this fee, trying to get away with paying a fee to be able to let her own house out. I don't think it's got anything to do with that, though. I think it's much bigger than that, and it's to do with the economy, and it's to do with the lies she's told about her ability to do the job. I think there's a hell of a lot more to this story yet to come, and I think there's been a lot of wool being pulled over eyes, not necessarily just to us, for us, the British public. I think her own party have been hoodwinked a little bit with her. I think she might be a bit of a scapegoat coming up, but with this card, it feels like this is karma coming to bite her on the arse. I do feel very strongly that that's Rachel Reeves. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think these two cards came up in succession with one another on the last reading. It's not because I haven't shuffled the cards. Believe me, I have shuffled these cards. And you saw me shuffling on camera as well. We've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Like David Lammy, there aren't going to be any more opportunities coming her way. I think that's the end of her career. I think the budget will be the end of Rachel Reeves' career. And I don't believe that Rachel Reeves has actually written this budget. I think somebody else has, and I think she's going to be the fall guy for that. But basically, that's just a delayed. She's just at the fall guy that she should have been. She should have fallen on a sword at the last budget. So it's almost like this falling on the sword is a delayed. It's like it's delayed from spirit. Is delayed it for some reason. It's almost like I'm feeling a huge crescendo coming up. You know when you watch I'm being shown a film on a big screen, a suspense thriller type thing, and you've got that suspense music, and you are on the edge of your seat, and all of a sudden there's this huge crash and everybody jumps. It feels like that. It does feel like that, and I can't tell you anything else about that, but it does feel like there's going to be some an air of suspense and then a huge shock, but the shock comes like suddenly and is about to shock everyone in unison. A sharp intake of breath. Something's coming. Something's definitely coming. And then as a result of that, we've got this Temperance card. Temperance is about everything in moderation, everything being evenly balanced. This huge moment of suspense and shock is going to bring about some calmness. I think there's going to be a massive change on that front bench. Now, I don't know whether that's the Labour Party bowing down or the leadership is just going to completely change, but the temperature is going to change dramatically. It's going to change from all the scandal and all the backbiting and all that, and all of a sudden it's going to become calm again, and the need to defend themselves is going to go away for a time. So I don't know what that means, because I'm racking my brain and I'm thinking, who in the Labour Party could become a leader of the Labour Party, the next Prime Minister, and ethics and balance and calm be brought back to that front bench. I mean, the only way I can think of that happening would be if the people who replace those on the front bench are people who have insight, experience, age, maturity. It feels like it's not their first rodeo. They know all the underhand ins and outs. Because this Temperance card is also about being morally correct as well. Morally correct. Calmness, no longer needing to put up defences. Because at this moment in time, the Labour Party, they're just putting up these huge defences while at the same time continuing to stick two fingers up at the British public and act in a very corrupt manner. But it's almost like this thing is going to lead to calm and negate the need to have the defences up. Because if the defences aren't up, it's because they're not doing anything dodgy. Does that make sense? And then between the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, we've got the Tower. And this doesn't feel to me like Rachel Reeves on her own. This feels like the whole house of cards. Does feel though, however, that there are going to be some survivors out of the ruins. Why am I being shown? I'm being shown West Street in Shabana Mahmood. And somebody else, but I don't know who they are. I'm being shown a face that I don't know. So I can't tell you the name. But I'm showing, right, so I'm being shown West Street in Shabana Mahmood and another person, I don't know who they are, I don't know the face, I don't know the name, stepping out of rubble. Stepping out from rubble. But this tower can also mean that something's about to be disclosed, made public. And it is. That suspense that I'm talking about, that I was talking about before, this edge of your seat moment, waiting for the big crescendo, the music to get loud all of a sudden, crashing music. It's coming. It's coming, but the whole house of cards isn't falling. It's not the whole front bench. It's just a few of them. She looks like Bridget. Right, I'm turning it this way around. When I said Bridget Phillipson, don't you think she looks like Bridget Phillipson? No, but it's Alfreda's own pet for her. That's what I've seen and heard. So let's have another card then. Middle card, we've got Seven of Swords. Oh, that's a caution. So the Seven of Swords is the thief in the night. Someone is going to walk away from this shock, this massive tower moment, having stolen people's ideas. It feels there might be some intellectual property theft going off here. It could be that whoever is the prominent person, the new prominent person in the Labour Party, is stealing stolen policies from another party in order to remain relevant, to calm down the temperature, in order to not have to carry on putting up defences. Right. I might have to come back to that, because that Seven of Swords is the middle card and that's integral to the whole story. Whatever happens next, the next prominent person will come to prominence having stolen someone else's in either intellectual property, ideas, or policies. And that may well be the cause for the next round of controversy. Weird. This is what I mean. Everything, there's so much going off all at once in these cards. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. This is about making a decision. Juggling money, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Might have something to do, yeah, this possibly has got something to do with the budget. Maybe the person who rises to prominence here, this could be Rachel Reeves. She could have had a budget written for her, but she might have stolen someone else's fiscal policy in order to dig herself out of the hole. But there's decisions to be made here. Who do I rob? Do I rob Peter and then pay Paul? Or do I rob Peter and Paul and pay myself? And I think this is the whole crux of the thing. There's got to be some decisions, firm decisions made. And it's to do with the unsettling of markets. This is why this reading is so higgledy-piggledy, because there's a lot going on. There's stuff to do with immigration, with defence, with security, with the prisons, with the economy, with the NHS, with the roads, with transport. It's a mess. And it's about to implode. But I'm seeing 2 people, 3 people coming out from the rubble. And one of these people, I don't know their face. I don't know their name. I can see the face, but I don't know the name. I can't grasp a name. Shabana Mahmood, West Streeting. Maybe in a few days' time it'll become a bit clearer. It might start to become a bit clearer. But we've got a big shock coming soon. But there's other things going on as well. That you can't just pick one thing. There's so many things that are going off. Maybe this reading, I'm not going to put this reading up because maybe people aren't going to follow it, because I'm finding it difficult to follow. We've got the full. Yeah, so whoever's taking prominence, it's a new person. So this new person, it will, right, okay. So this new person is coming to prominence, having stolen some intellectual property, policy, or ideas. And then we've got this full between the Tower and the Seven of Swords. So this is the destruction of something, or a realization, or an awakening, or things coming to light all of a sudden, a shocking event. And we've got this thief in the night, sneaky, stealing ideas, etc. And then we've got this new beginning, naivety. The Fool is about starting a brand new cycle of life. Naive, treading a path you haven't trodden before, unaware of the pitfalls, not really looking where you're going. There's Right. So even this new person is wet behind the ears where the job is concerned, and is on a bit of a high. Walking with confidence, talking with confidence, but not really aware of the traps that are laid. So there's even traps being laid for this new person. They think they've been clever, they've stolen a few ideas, but even they're going to get trapped in their own petard, if you like. And then between the Seven of Swords and this need to make decisions, financial decisions, we've got strength. We've got this taming of the lion, willpower. It's the Leo card. It's about bravery. It's about, this has got something to do with policy. This has got something to do with implementing this stolen policy and making bold decisions. This could, whatever bold decisions these are coming after the budget, there may well be a trap in the policy that's been stolen. It really feels like whoever's coming next have got to have massive balls to be able to implement this policy, to decide to do it and stick to it. It's going to take massive balls. And I'm not sure Shabana Mahmood or Wes Streeting are that decisive. I'm wondering whether this person that I don't know who they are and I don't know their name, I wonder if this person is that brave person. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Bear with me, because I've got screaming in my ears at the moment, and it feels like it's almost like British politics is too noisy right now, too hot right now to handle. There's a lot going on in all areas, but there will be a big shock to come. It will lead to the collapse of the front bench cabinet, and whoever takes over will take over with some stolen ideas or policies. They are going to have to implement some very, very brave measures to do with the economy. Might well have to cut welfare benefits by quite a lot. And it's going to take someone really brave to be able to do that within the Labour Party. So what's our potential outcome? Oof. We've got the Nine of Cups. Well, the Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. It feels to me like almost as if whoever's taking the next top spot isn't a Labour person at all. But we've got this player here. And with this player, the tower, the fool, it's a player, it's a shock, it's a naive person, it's a person who's also been pulling wool over people's eyes. Why? It feels like this person who is going to take over prominence in the Labour Party is also a player, is also a liar, is also not really in line with traditional Labour values. Are we talking about Ed Miliband here? And I'm now wondering whether this person that I don't recognise the face, and I don't know a name, I wonder if it's somebody pulling strings from behind the scenes. It makes me wonder whether the face that I have been shown is a mask. It is a mask, isn't it? It's a mask. Who's behind the mask? Who's behind the mask? Tony Blair. Right. Okay. So I'm being told he's got the ability to calm things down. Tony Blair. Well, I would have thought that. So, sketchy reading, I know, but this is how it's feeling. In reality, what's going off behind the scenes is very sketchy. Very sketchy, not set in stone, not, what's the word? It's like, I can't even think of words right now. It's like it's time they needed to take stock, take a deep breath. They need to, what's the word? They need to come together, organise some sort of coherent plan. But they're all pushing against each other. So there's no time to make a plan. They're busy stabbing each other in the back. They're too busy stabbing each other in the back. Wow. Wow. I don't even know if I'm going to put this up because I'm sure it's going to make no sense whatsoever. It might make sense in 2 or 3 months' time, but maybe it won't make any sense right now. Quite often I do readings that don't make sense straight away. Sometimes they're like 6 months before they actually people start to see that what I said was correct. But don't always see what is right now. Sometimes you see what the potential is to come. The gift. Why am I feeling a bit weird about that? The gift. Number 23. I'm going to read it because I am not familiar with these cards, although I have had them years. I don't really vibe with them that much, and so had an early New Year's resolution, and that is to work with cards I don't vibe with very, very much, in the hope that I don't add to my collection of cards because I've got that many. The gift. Under a snowy sky, a woman with feathered hair holds a little box. What is inside the box? We don't know for sure, but it seems to be a gift. Simple on the outside, perhaps magical within. We can only imagine what would happen if we could tug the string and peer inside. Would it be the fulfillment of an old wish? Remember the curiosity we have before opening presents, the magical space between dreams and truth. A gift reminds us of the excitement we have in these special moments. Oh, now that actually does make a bit of sense. Now, bear with me on this. When I said everything seems really, really sketchy at the moment, everything's mad right now, and there's going to be a tower moment, and everybody's sitting on the edge of the seat with this quiet music, and someone's tiptoeing through a haunted house or whatever. And everybody knows that any moment now, it's all going to come crashing down. At any moment now, the ghost is going to spring out from behind somewhere and scare everybody to death. And it's that moment, that quiet moment in between the beginning, the sort of the build up to something exciting happening and the event is where we are right now. And that's what the gift is. So I can only glean from that once the jack is out of the box, that's when all the fun and games is going to start again. But I don't like that card. Let me have a wisdom of the Oracle. There's something about that card. I don't like it. Let me have a wisdom of the Oracle and see. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Let's do another one. I'm going to put that card to one side because it feels like it's still trying to tell me something. Still trying to tell me something. And now I'm being told swans mate for life. Swans mate for life. This woman has got feathers in her hair. She's holding an umbrella over a swan. Swans mate for life. She's got a gift for the swan. Or has the swan given her a gift? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. There's plenty of you in the chat that are intuitive. If I've missed something, let me know in the comments because I feel like I've missed something with this card. And it's got something to do with the swans. And it's like, it's just ever so slightly out of reach. This whole thing is ever so slightly out of reach, but this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And it is going to be a shock, although people have been expecting it at the same time. Like I said, a thriller movie, a suspense movie. This is what it feels like. Everybody's in suspense at the moment. But there is going to be a shock and it is going to change things. And I want to know who this person is. But it's like, I think it might be the old school Labour people, like your Tony Blairs, your Gordon Brown, Kinnock, or Andy Burnham, all those from the old New Labour, not the communist Labour. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a comeback. It's like yeah. Or it could be advisors the advisors from that time. I don't know. It feels right. We've got two. I just want to know which one. Oh, that one. What's that one? Co-create. Co-create. Number 40. Number 40. Oh, crikey. Number 40. Flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to the fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from higher source. You create your reality in partnership with Spirit. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. Right. The potential for manifestation. I keep seeing 1-1, 1-1-1, 1-1-1-1 everywhere. It's still happening. It's happened a couple of times today already for me. I'm not looking for it. It just is, poof, it's in my face. I think maybe what's happening in the UK right now is possibly the result of people overthinking. What you think about, you bring about. The more you focus on something, the more likely it's going to happen. The more you worry about something, the more likely it's going to happen. The more you dread something, the more likely it's going to happen, and especially around now. I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to make the most of the 1-1-1-1s that I'm seeing right now, because, but I'm not spending too much time looking at the news, because the last thing I want to do is to help manifest a worse situation than we've already got. But there is a tower moment coming, and whichever way you look at it, we can either manifest calmness, bold decisions, new beginnings, and wish fulfillment, and see it as a gift, or we can manifest a worse situation than we have now. And the way we do that is by saying it's going to be worse, by thinking it's going to get worse, by worrying about it being worse, by conversations about it getting worse. We need to be saying and thinking that this tower moment is actually a gift. It's a good thing, because it clears the way for wish fulfillment. And regardless of all the stuff that's gone on in the past, and is going on now even, we still have power we don't realise we have, because we can co-create. And we can co-create particularly well when we're noticing the ones, and when you catch yourself thinking negatively about which direction this country is going in, going in, we need to be saying it's all good, because these horrible things have to happen in order for people to learn lessons and make things better. Things will get better. It will be tight for a while. It will be difficult for a while, but you know, the clouds break and sun shines through. It's not forever. Right, I'm going to hopefully upload this successfully. And if I'm not asleep by 8 o'clock, I will see you in the live chat tonight. Take care, everyone. Ta-ra!